Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar in collaboration with eLab Next and Select Science. In this webinar, we're delving into a pressing topic as universities and research organizations worldwide gear up for the digital age. With increasing urgency, the quest for a solution to protect research data and seamlessly integrate it with existing workflows and systems is gaining momentum. In our session today, we'll explore how an adaptable and compliant digital lab platform can unlock the future of your organization's lab management and operations. I'm Ramsey. I'm the lab digitization specialist at eLab Next for the Asia Pacific region. My journey began with a PhD from the University of Sydney, where I specialized in drug design and development for glioblastoma brain tumors. Along the way, I've been deeply involved in numerous laboratory change management projects in Australia, where I discovered my enthusiasm for fueling innovation and efficiency in research through digitalization. And I'll leave it to my colleague Marguerite to introduce herself.
Thank you, Ramsey, for your short introduction. Hey, everyone, my name is Margriet, and I'm happy to be here, speak to you with my background in biomedical science and some work in the educational field. I'm happy to guide you all through the latest discoveries within the digital lab world. But Ramsey will first take care of the first part, so here's to you.
Thank you, Marguerite. So today, as I mentioned, we'll be exploring the various benefits that a digital lab platform can bring to your research operations, with a special focus on how it enhances FAIR data principles. FAIR, which stands for findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable, originated in a seminal 2016 article published in Scientific Data. And it was introduced by a consortium of esteemed researchers and organizations to provide a robust framework for improving the usability and accessibility of research data. We will then delve into how DLPs, digital lab platforms, enhance regulatory compliance by improving data findability and accessibility, optimize the researcher experience by facilitating data interoperability, and enable workflow customization to promote data reusability. This includes exploring the seamless integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning tools, AI and ML, as I will refer to them throughout the rest of the webinar. And as we conclude, we'll guide you through selecting the most suitable DLP for your research needs, ensuring accuracy, and we'll be aligning with the FAIR data principles throughout our discussion. First, I'd like to distinguish between lab digitization and lab digitalization. Lab digitization involves converting analog information into digital formats. It typically employs single-purpose siloed software applications such as electronic lab notebooks, lab inventory management systems, SOP management tools or protocols, equipment booking systems, and data analysis tools and software such as GraphPad Prism and FlowJo. On the other hand, lab digitalization is about leveraging that digital data to transform research operations, products, and services. It involves the use of a unified digital lab platform that combines all these modules, but can also adapt to changing research demands. So while it includes ELN, LIM, SOP management, equipment booking, and so on, it's designed for a more integrated and adaptable and flexible approach to research management. So let's gauge how you're currently managing your research data, particularly experiments and samples. Please select all that apply from paper notebooks, cloud storage services, or internal servers, ELNs, LIMS, or other methods. Let's now take a closer look at the typical state of research laboratories. In this current setup, labs often operate with multiple disconnected systems and processes, which can impact the efficiency and effectiveness of research. First, in the data collection aspect, researchers rely on traditional methods such as paper lab notebooks, internal servers for data storage, and data generated by lab instruments like Western blotting images. This is where our research data initially takes shape. Moving over to data analysis, researchers utilize a mix of research and productivity tools, including Microsoft Office, GraphPad Prism, and automated analyzers like flow cytometers. This phase is dedicated to analyzing and deriving insights from that collected data. Then we have the inventory aspect. We find varying Excel spreadsheets, paper inventories affixed to storage units, a lack of operational oversight, and no audit trails. The inventory aspect is dedicated to the management and tracking of research material and equipment. And lastly, we have the work safety and compliance aspect, where labs often use paper-based standard operation procedures, maintain siloed systems, lack secure signature workflows, and face potential data security risks. Compliance with research integrity and safety regulations is a crucial concern in this aspect. And all these facets collectively influence the state of our scientific publications, underscoring the importance of a more integrated and efficient approach. Our ultimate goal in lab digitalization is to create a seamless, adaptable, integrated, and compliant end-user experience. DLPs offer a single cycle process that research can seamlessly navigate in that sense. First, researchers can effortlessly collect and store the research data within the DLP. This includes data generated through experiments, instruments, and various other sources. Next, they can analyze that data using platforms, built-in tools and features. This step allows for in-depth data examination and insight generation from within the platform. Moving forward, researchers can collaborate with colleagues, share data and insights easily within the DLP, and this promotes teamwork and knowledge exchange in a secure framework. And additionally, they can also effectively track the research data and samples, ensuring data transparency and traceability, which is a critical aspect for safety and compliance and research integrity. What makes a DLP even more valuable is its capacity for customization. Researchers can tailor the platform to specific needs using APIs and SDKs, ensuring that it aligns perfectly with their research objectives. This single streamlined cycle encapsulates the power of lab digitalization within a DLP, providing researchers with an integrated and efficient approach to work on their publications. In modern research, digitalization stands out as the only sustainable and future-proof strategy for your organization. Let's delve into the key benefits of those. The first is security. Your intellectual property, IP, and research data receive the highest protection within a compliant digital environment. This ensures the confidentiality and integrity of your valuable assets. Second is compliance. So achieving and maintaining compliance becomes much more effortless in a DLP. Digitalization enhances research quality and efficiency, safety and transparency, aligning with your organization's regulatory requirements. The third is cost saving. So you'll be able to gain operational oversight across various aspects, including storage, hazard load, and freezer health and capacity. This newfound visibility translates in the long run into reduced costs and minimized waste. Future-proofing is another aspect. So by embracing a flexible and a scalable data management strategy that guarantees that you remain adaptable with time, your organization will then remain agile and well prepared for future challenges. You also get partnership because vendors of a DLP are, generally speaking, subject matter experts. And these can be valuable assets as they consult you and guide you through your lab digitization journey. And their expertise will ensure a smooth and successful transition in the long-term goals. Lastly is investor interest. So digitalization, automation, and transparency that results from it are all highly attractive to R&D investors. Demonstrating these capabilities can pique investor interest and support your organization's growth. Incorporating these benefits into your strategy positions your organization for sustainable success and growth in an increasingly digitalized world. Now, we'd like to gauge the landscape of regulatory compliance within your research operations. Please select the option that best represents your experience in the following areas. Do you encounter challenges with regulatory compliance in your labs? And that includes data management, sample biobanking, chemicals, and biorisk management and access control. Thank you for answering that. In addition to streamlining research workflows and having positive, long-lasting impact on user experience and business operations, lab digitization enhances the so-called FAIR data principles. Let's delve deeper into what the world of FAIR principles means and how they shape a harmonious society for your research data. Picture this as navigating through a well-structured city with every street and building serving a purpose. These principles act as the city's architectural guidelines, making your data's journey smoother and more purposeful. Think of Findable as the street addresses in your city. Each data point has a unique address, making it effortlessly discoverable, much more like finding notable landmarks in your cityscape. Accessibility is having your data in a trusted repository that's accessible to both humans and machines. This mirrors a well-constructed the well-constructed roads and bridges and public transportation networks in our modern city. Just as a well-designed city guarantees easy access for all modes of travel, FAIR principles make your data accessible to both humans and machines. The third is interoperable, and that stipulates that metadata should use a formal and accessible and shared and broadly applicable language for knowledge representation. So we can think of that as our city's road rules, traffic lights, and signals forming a universal language that ensures not only efficient data transfer, but also safe and compliant data transfer. And excuse me. Lastly, are reusable. So we want our data and metadata to have a clear usage license and provide accurate information on provenance, enabling the data to be repurposed by machine. So this is akin to well-documented guidebooks and maps in our city. Your data comes with a clear usage guide and provenance details, just like a guidebook offering clear, comprehensive directions for reuse. GPS navigators in this example are machines that are able to read and interpret that data to give you the most efficient routes to your destination. And in that same train of thought, AI tools and machine learning tools can be thought of that way. The cleaner and more structured your data is, the better the machine or the AI will be at interpreting it and extrapolating it. So FAIR data principles construct a harmonious society for your data, ensuring it resides at unique addresses, welcomes all, speaks the common language, and provides a well-documented guide for reuse. With digital lab platforms, we'll now explore how they facilitate this harmonious journey in your research city. Improving data findability starts by giving everything a unique identity, as I mentioned before. So just like every building has its own address, as you can see here, experiments and samples within a digital lab platform will have a unique identifier that's searchable and findable. And these IDs extend beyond those samples and experiments. Your projects, your studies, your equipment, your storage units, all will have unique identifiers, offering a structured framework for organizing your research offering a structured framework for organizing your research endeavors. So in the DLP, findability is not just a concept, it's a practical reality. Findability goes beyond having a unique identifier. We need to be able to search for data and the metadata within it. And for that, we need a structured way of collecting that data. So a good DOP will have a completely customizable sample type where you can control how the metadata relating to that sample type is captured. So think of that as, the different types of buildings that you'll have in the city, a hospital, a store, a school, and so on. These sample types will have things like text boxes, numbers, drop-downs, checkboxes, attachments, links to other samples, and so on. You can also have mandatory fields and input validation to control your data and ensure data quality. And this standardization fosters the findability and just like well-maintained structures promote data reusability. Similarly, the standard operating procedures in a digital lab platform can be thought of as blueprints for your buildings. These SOPs incorporate built-in calculators, much like mathematical functions in a script, streamlining workflows and minimizing errors, just as our city employs cutting-edge technology for efficient urban planning. Moreover, signature approvals and version controls ensure that you always work with the latest, most accurate blueprint. By seamlessly integrating SOPs, we ensure efficient data access while facilitating data reusability. And that's why we have both F and R in the slide here, because those features enhance both the findability and the reusability aspect of these guidelines. Continuing our journey through the architectural benefits of digitalization, we can see here experiment templates. So it's a way to customize your experimental workflows. These templates are like, again, sort of like blueprints, but for research projects, and they empower us in various ways. So first, they allow us to create templates based from existing experiments. Much like repurposing successful building designs in our city, we can organize them into template groups, just as we cluster buildings based on their purpose. And when designing experiments, we have that flexibility to include different sections in those templates. So you can have a rich text section for detailed descriptions and tables and images. We can associate samples to the experiments, either by scanning their label, browsing the system for existing samples, or creating new samples directly. We can attach protocol sections, which I mentioned earlier, ensuring that our projects adhere to the city's blueprint. And then we can also, if we made an error, we can just click restart and not worry about calculation errors. We can also attach files and also have a version history of each of those files as well. And there's no restriction on the types of files that can be associated with an experiment or experiment template. Excuse me. So with sample types, protocols, and experiment templates, DLPs not only enhance regulatory compliance, but also fortify the foundations of fair data principles within our thriving research city. In our continuing quest for regulatory compliance and enhanced data findability, we're going to introduce two tools here that a DLP could offer: sample parent links and sample lineage. So sample parent, this is like a pneumatic tube that you have between buildings. It allows you to link a parent sample to its child sample, providing a clear lineage of relationships. And on the other hand, the sample lineage add-on acts as a city's interactive map, visually displaying all sample to sample or sample to link, sample to experiment links. And it even distinguishes between experiments used in versus experiments generated in for samples, creating a comprehensive network of data connections, as you can see here. Another aspect of findability is being able to search for that metadata, as I mentioned before. And again, that normally is hand in hand with enhancing regulatory compliance. So with the advanced sample search that you'll have in the DLP, you can tailor your request for samples at both at a group or organization-wide level Just like searching for locations within the city across neighborhoods versus like the entire metropolis. And once you choose your scope, you can utilize the toggle multi-line search option, and then switch between different modes of searching. There's also a bunch of search by features here that you can further use to refine your search. And then you get an option to export selected columns from your search or the entire column into Excel. You can also save the search so you're not having to specify it every time. And once you've pinpointed the samples that you need to export, what truly sets this feature apart is the API integration aspect, which lets you create custom live dashboards. Imagine this as erecting dynamic billboards across the city that we're talking about, providing real-time updates on samples like genetically modified organisms, GMOs, hazardous chemicals, prohibited drugs or medicines, live animals, and radiologicals. So again, with these robust features, we're not only strengthening regulatory compliance, but also significantly enhancing data findability. And again, the search function extends to experiments as well. So experiments are generally organized in projects and studies. And then you can search for a single item or a multi-line item, as you can see here, increasing that findability aspects of your research data. And now I will hand it over to Marguerite, who will take you through the accessible aspect of FAIR. And take it from here, Marguerite. Thanks.
Thank you, Ramsey. Thanks a lot for the first part of this webinar. And as you already said, I will take it over for the accessible part of FAIR and also the interoperable part of the FAIR principles. So the A and the I will take care of now, and then later on I will hand it over to Ramsey again. All right, now let's navigate the roads of accessibility within our research city. Just as a well-designed city guarantees easy access for all modes of travel, your digital lab platform or DLP should ensure that your data is easy accessible, safe, compliant, creating a reliable pathway for every user. When you're considering a DLP, these are the key features you need to look for to enhance accessibility and your compliance, ensuring your data remains as accessible as a well-constructed road. One of the first I would like to dive into is the ISO 27001 compliance. It's like a secure bridge connecting different paths of your city. ISO 2701 compliance signifies a robust and secure foundation for your data management. The next one I will look into is or at least mention here, is the 21 CFR Part 11 compliance. This guideline from the FDA ensures that your DLP meets the highest standards for electronic record keeping, similar to road regulations ensuring safety for all travelers. So the next one I would like to address here is the GXP compliance. So your DLP should be GXP compliant, or at least support this. Think of the GXP compliance as the well-maintained public transportation network in our city, offering secure and traceable routes for your data in compliance with good practices standards. General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, I think well known for the most of all of you, is a compliant act which acts as a city data privacy policies, ensuring that your data is protected and accessible only to the authorized entities, which is of course very important for your data security. So your digital lab platform should have something in place for this as well. The next one, the last one that I will address here regarding to the accessibility is the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, or HIPAA in short. Compliance. So HIPAA compliance guarantees the safe handling of sensitive data, ensuring the privacy of medical records during transits. So all of these are sort of compliances in place to make sure that your data is safe to begin with. All these features within your digital lab platform create a secure and accessible environment for your data. Much like our well-structured city that ensures easy access for all travelers. And remember, your research data deserves these well-paved pathways to ensure its accessibility, security, and compliance as well. So let's dive into this a little bit more. So we're talking about the A in FAIR. Let's talk about the guardrails that ensure accessibility and compliance within our research city. Accessibility isn't just about having a clear road. It's also about controlling who gets access to what, ensuring that the right travelers navigate the right path. Within your DLP, you should have complete control of who your collaborators are, for instance, for your studies, projects, similar to control access to various parts of a city. So just to quickly show you here that in this case, you can really assign your collaborators in, for instance, an experiment. You can also assign specific roles and permission to each member of your research team, like a city administrator assigning roles to city employees. Here's a glimpse of how these roles and permissions work within your DMP. So if we're looking into customizable roles and permissions, and especially the roles, you can think of these as different job titles in your city, each with its own set of responsibilities. Your DLP allows you to assign customizable user roles, ensuring that every team member has the right level of access and responsibility. Next to the roles, of course, those go hand in hand with the permissions, because within a certain role, you're allowed to do something or not. So these permissions are like the keys to the city gates. Within your DLP, you can set permissions to view, add, update, and delete entries. For example, you can grant someone the permission to view experiments or to add new ones. If we're looking at the roles, this is more or less the security detail of our city. When you change permissions, the user interface adapts accordingly. If a team member has the permission to only view projects, they won't see the buttons to update or to add or to delete projects. Just as someone without specific access won't be able to enter your restricted areas in your city. So your digital lab platform empowers you to define these roles and permissions, ensuring that your data remains accessible to the right people while maintaining compliance and security, similar to how our city controls access to various parts of town. It's an essential aspect of enhancing accessibility and regulatory compliance within your research city. A compliant digital lab platform will offer you the ability to sign and witness sign your experiments and protocols, and allows you to implement signature workflows for multi-level approaches. So linked to these rules and permissions, you can really customize who is allowed to sign, witness sign. You can set up these whole workflows for all your projects, meeting your regulatory compliances. In the realm of research data management, gaining organizational oversight of research activity is crucial. Our DLP dashboard generally offers comprehensive insights, much like a city's control center. It provides valuable reports on object creation, experiments, samples, data export, usage, and activity levels, ensuring compliance effortlessly. Just to highlight it here for you to see. Of course, you can also generate reports for the entire system or for specific groups, individual users, or choose the data ranges for certain insights. So you're really flexible by how to do this. This level of oversight enhances accessibility and compliance, making your research data and operations open and navigable for all. Ensuring the regulatory compliance, this requires maintaining impeccable audit trails for your research data and metadata. It's akin to detailed logs of a city's historical records, which of course grows within its evolution. Within our digital lab platform, you can keep compliant audit trails for various aspects, including, for instance, the experiment sections, protocols, samples, even sample series, storage units, compartments, equipment, permissions, and of course also user activity. It's like having an extensive archive of your research journey accessible at your fingertips. Now, let's take a closer look. With just a click, you can explore an example of an audit trail of a sample, which I'm showing you here. This trail reveals the user's actions, the fields they assessed, and the changes they made as well. Complete transparency for your research processes. But that's not all. As another example, you may also delve into the version history of files. So next to the full audit trail that you can see, where every changes are logged, you can also see the history of the files. You can track the version number, version date, location within the journal, the user responsible for it, and even access an authenticity certificate. You essentially have a timestamped record of every edit, ensuring the integrity of your research data. And of course, allowing you to go back to certain points in time to do a rollback if ever needed. So that was more or less the A in FAIR about accessibility and also about safety. And now if we're looking at the next one, the I in FAIR, interoperable, yeah, let's dive into that. So just as our city road rules, traffic signs and signals establish a universal language ensuring efficient and secure journeys for all. Metadata relies on a shared language. This common language fosters a seamless connection between various data sources, prompting effective data integration, for instance. Now, let's explore two essential facets of our DLPs that align with our city's guiding principles. So what's really important is that a DLP is fully customizable. In this way, it can unlock limited possibilities. Imagine having the freedom to export your data in versatile formats like PDF, XML, HTML, and JSON. Your DLP offers customization beyond what's provided by your software's vendor, all within the confines of your lab's budget, of course. Next to that, a digital lab platform needs, of course, to be future-proof. And it also needs to future-proof your own laboratory by, for instance, embracing third-party integrations and custom developments. Your DLP is designed to adapt to the ever-evolving landscape of scientific innovation. Whether you choose to harness third-party innovations independently or to create your own development, you have the flexibility to shape your DLP to suit your lab's unique needs. What's a better way to personalize your digital lab platform than by creating or crafting your own integrations? So it suits your laboratory needs perfectly. At eLab Next, we foster an open ecosystem, empowering users to extend, integrate, or personalize any aspect of our software. Here's how we do that, or how we allow you to do it. At first, we have the eLab API calls, your data bridge as well. Think of eLab API as the city's intricate network of bridges connecting different neighborhoods. It serves as an intermediary, allowing you to retrieve data from your eLab journal, for instance, seamlessly process it into third-party add-ons or applications. You can also write data generated by other software systems directly into your digital lab platform. Next to that, we also have the eLab SDK, or software development kit. This is your customization toolkit. Imagine eLab SDK as a set of versatile tools that enable you to tailor eLab Journal to match your lab's unique needs. With our software development kit, you can craft, as we call it, custom plugins or add-ons to add new features, create innovative shortcuts, and more. In this way, you have the freedom to adapt and extend eLab Journal to align perfectly with your lab's processes, much like crafting your own pathways within the city. How cool is that? Looking further into that, just as our city offers a bustling marketplace with diverse goods and services. So this is all built on the same principles with the API and the software development kit. And this is a great digital lab platform, provides you a convenient hub for you to explore and integrate various add-ons to enhance your research journey without having to do the programming, for instance, yourself. You can browse, choose, and autonomously install these add-ons based on your lab's specific needs. It's all about creating a tailored experience, ensuring that you have the right tools at your disposal. These integrations can range from productivity tools like Microsoft Online, cloud storage services like Dropbox or Google Drive, or to extend further functionalities of the core products. This marketplace is designed to empower you with the flexibility to enrich your research experience, making it just as diverse and dynamic as our thriving city that we talked about through this webinar. Then up to the next, highlighting two vital add-ons that significantly enhance your research experience within our DLP. So the first one I would like to show you and tell a little bit more about is our Microsoft Office Online server add-on. With this great integration, you gain effortless access to Microsoft Excel, Word, and PowerPoint directly into your browser without installing these applications locally. It's a streamlined way to view, create, and update files within eLab Journal. Changes are automatically saved, and again, every version of the file will be found in the audit trail, as you can also see on the screen right now. And next to that, it will also provide a seamlessly screenshot or a preview of the results, which there is no need for opening the files or downloading, etc. The other tool I would like to talk about is eLab Web Edit. This remarkable tool simplifies editing linked data within your ELN. It bypasses the browser security measures, enabling you to interface seamlessly with all your installed data analysis and editing programs. No more tedious downloads, renaming, uploads, etc. Edit files directly within eLab Journal, maintaining data integrity and GLP compliance. These add-ons are designed to make your research workflow smoother and more efficient, just like optimizing your work tools in a well-organized city. We also have some more add-ons, so we will go to some more depending on your preference, of course, regarding research. Some chemistry focused add-ons can also elevate your lab's capabilities. So what we're looking at now is our Marvin.js add-on. This chemical editor from Chemaxon is integrated in your electronic lab notebook. It simplifies drawing chemical structures and visualizing reactions. Changes are automatically saved, ensuring your GLP compliance as well. Then we also have an add-on in beta phase or in beta testing phase, ChemAssist, it is called. And ChemAssist expands your lab digital capabilities. It offers features like chemical registry, structural drawing, complex reaction drawing, fingerprinting, and searching capabilities. It's designed to enhance chemistry labs and researchers' workflows to really optimize your tools and your chemistry work. As you can also see, you can even link it to your samples, and you can also do substructure searches, etc. Another add-on that we have next to the, for instance, the chemical structure add-on, we also have an add-on for molecular biology. So this add-on is designed to support molecular biology research and process development labs. It's called Clone Assist, and this tool assists molecular biologists by offering features like visualizing and constructing DNA, plasmid molecules, along with various molecular cloning techniques. It's a valuable asset for molecular biology research, providing sequence analysis, annotation, tracking, and reporting as well. Our journey to enhancing researcher experience covers also sample management. The sample import add-on is all about efficiency. It allows you to handle large sample batches effortlessly. Just to show you how it looked like, this allows you to quickly import all your data. Maybe you already have some data in another format like Excel. You can copy paste and it will fill out automatically. Another one really improving your research experiments regarding your sample management is the Appendorf RecScan add-on. This is an integration which simplifies the process of updating sample locations with a single scan of your rec, allowing you to that you don't need to keep track of the exact location of your samples, because that's done and updated with one single click. These add-ons are designed to streamline your sample management processes, ensuring that your lab operates efficiently. So we now have some time for another poll question. We're very curious about your motivations when it comes to considering a digital lab platform like eLab Next. Your input helps us to better understand your needs and tailor our offerings accordingly. So I would really like to know, what is your main motivation for considering a digital lab platform like eLab Next? I think for now we have, it's time to give the floor back to Ramzi to talk about reusable in the FAIR principles.
Thank you, Marguerite, for taking us through all these awesome add-ons. So now I'll take it back with the last letter of FAIR, reusable. And just to refresh your memory, this is like having your data and metadata with clear usage license and detailed provenance, which means where that data originated and how it's traveled through time, akin to well-documented guidebooks and maps in your city. So we've already touched on some of these already. So usage license, DLPs are generally offered as a license-based software as a service subscription. Hosting solutions could be on premises as well to meet your various needs. And there's user roles and permissions to control access within your system. Provenance, we have things like GXP compliant audit trails and version tracking and restores. And again, all your data is in an accessible, consistent, and readable digital format. And then your data quality it will be much higher as well because of all the templates that we spoke about, the sample types, the protocols, the experiment templates, and that structures your data and makes it a lot more ready for machines and AI to then be able to process it and reuse it. And now I'll take you through some examples of how the marketplace can be leveraged to implement new artificial intelligence and machine learning tools, AI and ML. So we have Pipsqueak Pro by Polygon AI, formerly known as Rewire Neuro. Pipsqueak Pro excels in processing immunohistochemistry, contrast microscope images, and fluorescent staining images from cell cultures and tissues, and detects cellular targets, and then quantifies that data and seamlessly integrates it back into your DLP for statistical analysis using AI and ML. Immunomide is another a plugin or add-on developed by UC Berkeley. Immunomide aids in selecting safe T-cell therapy candidates using multi-omics and AI. And then you'll be able to assess drug candidates comprehensively, focusing on 14 T-cell population characteristics. Again, this connects with your DLP, enriching your reports with multi-omics insights for smarter drug development. Next, we have MP Vision by Modicus Prime. This will allow you to witness real-time AI processing of diverse image data, whether it's biological morphology or commercial contamination detection, and it's perfect for in-depth research and quality control. And then we have our newest add-on, the AI protocol generator. This is in beta phase. You can now say goodbye to complex protocol creations. Our AI tool will simplify that process for you with a few prompts, streamlining your lab workflow and ensuring efficient protocol generation. So for example, as you can see here, you can ask for the extraction of DNA from plant tissue samples. It will generate a protocol for you. Then you can import it into eLab protocols in this example, and then edit it to suit your needs. So these add-ons unlock AI and ML's potential in your digital lab platform, simplifying complex data analysis and making things obviously way faster. We'll now delve into real life examples of two of our clients who have used eLab to achieve their respective goals. In the first example, our client chose to be anonymized. But in this case, the client needed to streamline the solution for adhering to naming conventions and automating project and experiment creation and improving overall efficiency. And as you can see here in the first screenshot, they've created a tool that empowers administrators to effortlessly do these creations of projects and experiments and users. And then they'll have the ability using the tool to pre-fill experiment templates and associated equipment. And then it just simplifies and streamlines that process further and allows the admin to select the program or project they wish to assign a person to. And here's the magic. The tool uses APIs to automatically apply naming conventions, ensuring consistency and quality management. And it pre-populates the templates and getting your experiments ready to roll in no time, but also to enhance data security, the client further customized the tool to create backup copies of experiments and associated files and equipment. These backups are stored on their internal servers, providing an extra layer of protection alongside our cloud-based solution. Now I'd like to share another success story of one of our clients, Drop BioHealth, a pioneering force in at-home health management. Drop BioHealth's mission takes shape through their at-home well-being blood test, providing a single prick blood sample test in the comfort of their homes. Behind the scenes, dedicated lab technicians ensuring the utmost accuracy and reliability process the blood samples and upload the results on the digital lab platform. Simultaneously, clients receive comprehensive lifestyle surveys and online coaching, providing valuable guidance on well-being that goes far beyond just blood tests. The pivotal moments arise as clients access their results through an intuitive online portal or a user-friendly phone app. The well-being test categorizes 25 blood biomarker results into 6 key health areas: energy, sleep, stress, inflammation, fitness, and body fat composition. As clients delve into each of these results, they find them overlaid with the insightful lifestyle assessments and personalized recommendations, offering a comprehensive understanding of their health. And with time, clients are able to track their score, the blood score progress, empowering them to take control of the direction of their well-being journey. Behind these transformative services, there's a crucial digital lab partner, eLab Next, and its core features and API-based integrations, because it allows for the delivery of the service, but also enabling adherence to ISO 17205 certifications for a client, offering excellence and the highest levels of data security. So these examples highlight the transformative power of digital lab platforms and how they can just streamline and elevate your operations in every aspect of research. In the fast evolving world of lab software, staying informed and adopting the right solutions is crucial, and we'd like to know, how do you keep with the latest advancements and implement new software in your labs? Please select one or more of the following options. Your input helps us understand your preferences and tailor our communication to provide you with the most valuable insight and resources for your lab success. I hope we've given you some insight on how important it is to start your lab digitalization journey and enhancing your lab's efficiency and safety. I'd like to share with you one of our articles which showcases how biotech innovators are benefiting from connected software, i.e. digital lab platforms. The main message here is that fairer is faster. Fair data principles are crucial for accelerating research, particularly in the digital age. And other key messages there, other key messages there include data silos hinder collaborations, and data connectivity is essential for modern labs. APIs are key for seamless data integrations and efficient research, and a digital lab platform, custom solutions for various fields, supports a holistic view of lab operations. Now, as you assess your DLP options, consider these crucial steps to make an informed decision. How do you start? Begin by understanding your lab's unique requirements and challenges. Then you want to identify the key users and main stakeholders within your organization, including researchers, IT, management. And then you want to identify your business needs and ask questions. Determine the specific business questions your lab aims to address, and then seek lab digitalization experts who will collaborate with you and help you through this journey. Then schedule a discovery call, take advantages of personalized demos, and utilize free trials. Many DLPs provide 30-day free trials, so make the most out of these to make sure you make an informed decision. At eLab Next, we provide 3 main modules to empower your lab digitization journey. First, we have eLab protocols for streamlining your standard operating procedures for enhanced efficiency and compliance. Then we have our lab inventory management system to simplify your sample management. And then we have the eLab journal that's all inclusive of both of the other 2 modules. And it's the electronic lab notebook that transforms data recording and analysis. And on top of that, we have the marketplace available in both eLab Journal and eLab Inventory, offering additional tools and integrations to meet your specific needs. When you choose eLab Next, you're choosing a trusted partner for lab digitization because all our lab digitalization specialists are from life science research backgrounds. We're a team of product specialists. We have structured security, regular updates and monitoring, market research, and expert support. And I'd like to thank you for joining us today. We appreciate your time and attention. If you have any further questions or would like to explore our digital lab solutions, please don't hesitate to reach out to our team. We look forward to assisting you in your lab's journey towards greater efficiency and collaboration. Have a great day.